Imagine you're at your house with your children, whom are safely and securely tucked in their beds. You are standing in your kitchen, washing the supper dishes and mentally planning for the next day. All of a sudden, you hear the shattering of the living room window and the voices of a group of men conversing. What do? Do you grab something for your protection? Do you go investigate without knowing how many there are or what their motive is, thus risking potential harm or injury to yourself? You can't just sit there and hide and hope they will leave without harming you or your children. I know what I would do. I would go grab my gun and confront them. I guarantee you, as soon as they seen a gun aimed at them, they would flee. According to Gun Owners of America website on September 29, 2008, the states that have passed concealed carry laws have reduced their murder rates by 8.5%, rapes by 5%, aggravated assaults by 7%, and robbery by 3%. Gun control is not effective in reducing gun-related violent crimes. Today I will be providing information on how gun control does not reduce crime rates, how gun control is detrimental to the economy, and how, if more people had guns, it would save more lives. I'm sure all of you have experienced the frustration and heartache from a gun-related crime. Today I will attempt to persuade you that gun control will not reduce gun-related violence, and less gun control can lead to more lives saved. Gun control does not reduce crime rates or violence. According to the American Civil Rights Union website on May 8, 2007, nations with strict gun control laws have substantially higher murder rates than those who do not in general. Retrieved from the InfoWars website on January 7, 2013, obtained by the FBI, violent crime offenses in the United States has been falling since 2007. More guns leads to less crimes. The Department of Justice also highlights the fact that over the last 40 years, the amount of guns in America has increased, whereas serious violent crimes have decreased. According to the National Center for Policy Analysis website on April 13, 2009, gun control in Australia led to more violent crime despite gun ban. In 2006, assault rose 49.2% and robbery 6.2%. Overall, Australia's violent crime rates rose 42.2%. Now that I have educated you on how gun control does not actually reduce crime rates, I will inform you on how gun control can literally cost the economy money. Gun control is costing states money and hurting them economically. According to the NRA-ILA website on August 23, 2013, the National Rifle Association argues that in states with tough gun control laws, the departure of gun and ammo manufacturers is hurting those states' economy. This leads to businesses moving to more gun-friendly states, which in turn costs people jobs in states that don't support gun rights. Colorado gun manufacturer Magpul, which employs over 600 and generates $85 million in Colorado taxable revenue, plans to leave the state due to the gun legislation. According to Media Tracker's website on June 18, 2013, there are negative effects to gun control. Gun control leads to black market trading. Regulations and limitation on high-capacity magazines increase the illegal trade of out-of-state or homemade magazines. The illegal exchanges will be untaxed and require no safety regulations. Since we discussed how gun control can be detrimental to the economy, we will discuss that more people should carry guns to save lives. Gun control actually kills people, when more gun owners could be saving lives. Gun violence can be stopped by people carrying guns. According to the American Conservative website, on December 27, 2012, Jack Hunter writes, "Gun control deters violent crime about as well as the death penalty. Worse, stricter gun control is the surest way to ensure that virtually every would-be shooter is successful." Here are just a couple of potential national tragedies that were prevented thanks to armed citizens, according to Hunter. The 1997 high school shooting in the Pearl, Mississippi was halted by the school's vice principal after he retrieved the Colt .45 he kept in his truck. A 2002 law school shooting in Grundy, Virginia came to an abrupt conclusion when students carrying firearms confronted the shooter. A 2012 church shooting in Aurora, Colorado was stopped by a member of the congregation carrying a gun. According to my personal interview with Keith Wirtz from Spokane, Washington, a retired veteran, book writer, and gun owner, on November 30th, 2015, he states that everyone should own a gun. If everyone owned a gun and was trained to use them, it could potentially reduce the number of tragedies. Wirtz also says, the areas where national tragedies are happening are areas that do not allow guns. These people are defenseless targets. No sign or laws will stop terroristic acts of violence. Had guns been permitted in these areas, fewer lives could have been lost. Today we have discussed how gun control is not the answer to reducing the crime rate. First, we talked about how gun control leads to higher crime rates and more guns actually means less crime. Next, we discussed how gun control can be detrimental to the economy and lead to illegal exchanges, which is a huge safety concern. Finally, we discussed how gun control kills people, but if more people owned a gun, they could be saving lives instead. The next time you hear of a tragedy and want more gun control, just think about this. Do you really think it's going to stop a terroristic act? If guns are removed from law-abiding citizens, the violent offenders, criminals, will still get them illegally or use some other form of mass destruction. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Thank you.